Which
Uh-oh. What happened? Is this hereditary? What's happening? Oh.
I'm waiting for him to start.
Oh.
So before we start, remember, subscribe and like this video. We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, quick Patreon shout out to Jay Black. Thank you for subscribing to our Patreon and keeping George in an unlimited supply of anal cream. It really helps clean up them dingleberries that David likes so much.
Ooh, and when they're like pushing it out and it's like the nut comes out a little like beige a little because he still has like the shit on it. Oh.
Also, I got loads of people like push back on that tweet yesterday.
What did you say?
The tweet that I'd sent to you saying this one's for you. The one with the Nicole Scherzinger with the blood. And everyone was like, "This is really vile, George." And I was like,
"That's just me on a Tuesday. What you talking about?" That's what
I can't remember. Somebody tagged David and said, "Like you've been hanging around with David for too much."
It made me laugh. I was like, "Oh, this is great. I love this." Yeah, that's just the intro of my videos. Like
I know, honestly. But Jay, thank you. Yes,
thank you,
my love.
Yes, thank you for joining our Patreon and keeping us all in ointments.
Welcome to the Horror Hour.
I see dead people.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Get you.
You are darkness. Here's Johnny. It's all
Hello and welcome to the Horror Hour. It's a show where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. I'm one of your hosts, Liam. Hello. And today I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts, George.
Boo bitch. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, he's our Emma.
Yeah. Georgia Ween.
Massive transphobe.
I'm not.
He supports LGB without the T.
Oh my god.
This is how rumors start. And I love RuPaul. Anyway.
I had David for a year telling everyone I was in blackface. Like,
That's right.
And now you've brought it back up to his attention. Well done.
I just wore eyeliner.
And you also tell people you're disabled, but pop off.
Well, it gets you easy access.
And
our second host for this week, the reason for the season, the bald angel itself, David.
Yes, and the rumors are true. I am the with herpes. So anyways, hello, my divas. How are you?
You're the Lord.
Oh, my Lord. Anyways, sorry you talk. Anyways, how y'all doing?
So, I don't know why we've been trusted to do this again. Since last year, it all went awry and we got wrong for only, speaking of kids' films, but it is that time of year again. It is our spooky season recommendations.
I can't believe it's been a year. I think
I honestly thought it was like a couple months ago, but I was like, oh shit.
It's been a full year, and
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's back to us again, and with the amendment of we are not allowed to mention kids' films.
Like I still remember the first episode that I did with you guys. Like I still remember it. I don't. Oh my god! Anyway.
That would have been like a year and. Oh, that would have been like that was in the June, I think.
June or July.
Yeah. Because I remember I watched it and I was like, Jesus, that camera, he's got a better webcam anyway. You weren't used to doing lives, yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I was like, yeah, whatever.
We haven't been able to get rid of you ever since, Jesus.
Oh shit. Anyways, but yes, good time.
Yes. So to start us off, I think it's only fair that
syringe.
What?
Anyway, okay. Sorry.
Okay, well, he's just lost his privilege to go first. So, George,
what
is your first adult spooky season? Adult.
It's Halloween 3X's. No, no. So my first pick. It's going to be an obvious one, but it's not going to be. Well, it's obvious, but it's not going to be. It's something that I don't think other people would have picked. So it's just obvious for me. And it's Hell House. I love that film. Listen, franchise, do it. I can't say anything, but I've watched the new one. It comes out in like 4 weeks. Oh, Anyway, like, let me tell you, it's the best one since the original. That's all I'm going to say. But
I
just
don't want
to-
to see you interviewing. Like,
Steve,
I just want you to
I
phone the
message,
fuck
I
out.
literally messaged him and I was like, I've got a message just to say, like, I literally cried. He's probably thinking, like, what the fuck? He's probably like, cancel the interview.
Oh my god.
I was like getting chills. I was like, oh my god, like everything's coming together. Anyway, but no, the original Hell House and all of them in general, but the original one is just the perfect fall October film because, of course, it is set around Halloween. Now, not all of mine
Is it
are
as blurry
set
as
around.
your camera?
Listen, I don't know what's happening. The light's going off. It's all. I might have to. If I get
It's like
real,
you blend in with the wall, so it's like
yeah, it's because I'm just so pale. It's like,
Oh.
let me get real close. But yeah, not all of my picks are surrounded around October, but this one obviously is with a haunted house attraction. If you haven't seen it, it is found footage.
No.
It is fantastic. It's available on Shudder. I think it's available on Prime as well. But
Is it
it's
on BritBox?
just no, it's not on Brit. It's on
No,
Arrow.
it's on Arrow.
But really great film written and directed by Stephen Cognetti about it's supposed to be like a documentary surrounding some unexplainable events that happened at a haunted house attraction in Rockland
Okay.
County, New York.
we could
and-
drive over
Your
there.
neck of
but-
the woods.
Oh,
Well, I could
it's-
drive over.
What
You
did
could drive.
what did you do, David?
What?
yeah, it's actually a documentary on David. But if you, it's
The
just
clown. The clown.
he was
yeah,
he was
you
frogging.
But yeah, I love that film so much. It's such a
My nightmare.
comfort film to me. I think the cast's great, the story is really good, and I think as a franchise as a whole as well, it's one of the very few found footage franchise that you might not like everything in them, but there is, if you really are looking at story, there is actually a really interesting story throughout the franchise, and that's what I love. The same with Paranormal Activity. People are like, oh, I can't watch the slow burn after slow burn, but like if you're really into a story, there is actually a lot more to unpick within these films.
Yeah.
So I would
Well, that movie builds, at least I can only speak for the first one, but that first one builds tension like I've never seen before. Like the whole scene with him going back and forth with the clown.
yeah.
I cannot. Like it. Oh my god, that fucking clown. If I ever see some shit like that in the streets.
And the mask is now available to purchase on the Hell
got me
House
f***ed up.
website.
Mm-mm.
So if you're interested, get, I think it's like $50 or something, but I would say buy it. But yeah, so my first pick is Hell House. I love it. It's fun. It's like an hour and actually, no, I think it's an hour and 40 minutes. I think the director's cut is like 2 hours. They added some extra, there was like an extra 12 minutes of footage they added in.
And the first, where's the in the first one?
Yeah. So it's on like YouTube for free. The
Yeah,
director's
no, because that's where I saw it. That's where I reacted to it.
What,
Talk
on
amongst
YouTube?
yourselves. Hold up.
So
Yeah.
so the director's cut they released. I do think you didn't react to the director's cut though, because I rewatched your video the other day when I was watching Hell House, and that bit, there was this particular bit that basically when it got through to Shudder, obviously there's a bit more money that got put in, and they used that money to like fill in the bit at the end that Steven wanted to do but didn't have the money to do for CGI and VFX. So I would recommend watching the director's cut. It's free on YouTube.
Yeah,
so.
mine was an hour 30.
Yeah. So there's like, I think it's an hour and 50 minutes, the director's cut.
Oh, God,
Because it
damn.
also includes like the director's cut also includes like interviews and things like that all in like at the end of it and like deleted scenes. So I really recommend it. It
Good
is
times.
found footage. So if you don't like found footage, tell us about it, Liam. But yeah. So thank you very much.
Meh. Thank you,
Mm.
David.
Okay.
What's
do we
yours?
want bad or do we want good first? Which one do we
You
want?
do what you want to do. This is your moment. This is your time. Take it, run with it, shine.
Let's do bad. So
Okay.
And this is his moment.
So for me, I'm gonna do Trick or Treats, not Trick or Treat, Trick or Treats from
Oh.
1982.
Okay.
Oh,
It is when I listen, if I say it's bad, you know it's rotted. But it is such a I can't look away. So basically, it is 1982, and it's like a quick movie. It's free on YouTube actually, so you can like find it. But it's about this woman who sends her husband to an insane asylum because she wants to be with her boyfriend, and then the
that
husband
is age-old
is-
story.
I mean, the beginning of that movie is so fucking good because it just plays out like they're having breakfast and all that stuff, and then the door knocks and it's just like, hey, we're here to pick up the Mr. Da-da. And she's like, shh, and he's in the back, and he's having breakfast, and they just put him in the straitjacket and take him away, and it's the funniest shit. It makes no sense, but then he escapes like 10 years later, and then he plots his revenge to kill the wife and whatever with the kid. But the mom has the boyfriend, and it's Halloween night. The mom has the boyfriend. She's dressed up. She's ready to go to a party with her boyfriend and all that stuff. And she gets the babysitter to take care of the kid. And I think this is, if I think about it, this is where my origin started with my hatred for kids. Because this kid, he likes to prank. He likes to go severe with pranks. And like he's drawn in the pool. He chopped his fingers off. He decapitated. He does too much. But then the husband thinks that the wife is the babysitter. I think that babysitter is the wife. So he's following her the whole time. He's just like, it's like, it plays out like Scooby-Doo when they're like running from one room to the other and he just shows up in the other room. And the movie makes no sense. The acting, let me tell you something. I've seen Helen Keller do better acting. Like it is on another level of sad, but it is so fun to watch because it's the 80s. It's like the comfort of the 80s thing. Halloween night, it feels like Halloween a little bit. Everybody's dressed up and it's like the house is decorated and the big house and the attic and the husband he kills the nurse and he puts on a wig. Why the nurse has a wig on, I don't know, but he's fully walking down the street in drag and guys are hitting on him. Mind you, this would be like if Liam put on a wig and no makeup walking down the street and the guys are like, damn. And I'm like, what?
These tits.
Where they dressed up as a nurse with just lipstick on, just rubbed on like the guys are dropping dead like she's like Naomi Campbell and shit. I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen, and it is so good, but it's so bad. I can't. Oh my god, hysterical. But for me though, if the movie was properly directed, the beginning and the ending would have been iconic because the way that movie ends is so good if it was properly done. But I appreciate the effort nonetheless. But oh my god, it's such a fun movie. Such a fun movie. Yeah.
And that's all that matters in this spooky season.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There we go.
That's it.
There's David's pick for number one. So I'm gonna go with I don't care. I am saying it. And I don't care if I get told off. I'm going with Practical Magic.
This is the one you told me to watch.
Oh,
yes, it is.
Oh,
he hasn't seen it. So Practical Magic is I start my spooky season off with it. Like, yeah, it's not that spooky. It's about witches. But the whole Nicole Kidman
yeah, okay.
storyline is, I think, warrants it to be in this list. It's dark, it's scary, it's traumatic to watch. So I'm putting it in this list. It is all of the fall colors. Like when George watches it, he is going
and not
to
just
have...
Nicole Kidman's hair.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's so good.
Like everything is just autumn
perfection
or fall for the Americans. It's all the oranges, like all the browns. It's just
like one of those movies
beautiful.
when it's like cold, like that cool, the leaves are falling and you just put it on and just make yourself a nice
wrap yourself in a blanket with like a hot chocolate and just feel the fantasy of the season.
It does look good from the photos.
It is.
I think like you would actually like it. I don't know.
I just never heard. I wasn't like I just haven't watched it. Like I'd actually never heard of it until I did. Did I send you something? Did you send me something? I was like,
you sent me a message saying what's Practical Magic?
Yeah, I think I saw like someone
ever.
on TikTok, and it was like, this was my Roman Empire or something, and it was like that film, and I was like, so I said to Liam, like, I assume you know about this, and he's like, of course. So yeah, I will watch it.
It is my autumn film. I start autumn off with it like every single year. I don't just to be fair, I watch it year round, but I make sure I watch it that is tomorrow's film. So once I've done all my bits during the day, that's how I'm starting off, because I couldn't watch it today because it was the first night of Strictly.
See, that's why I watched Hocus Pocus yesterday, like as a preemptive today.
Oh,
so tomorrow that will be what I'll be doing. I'm going to be in bed. I'm going to have Practical Magic on. I don't know whether I'll be able to stomach a hot chocolate. So maybe like a water.
What you mean?
Um,
Oh, you have a sensitive stomach?
yeah, the pills I'm taking for my skin mean anything that's like slightly too flavoursome, and I'm running to the toilet to vomit.
Ooh. Say that again.
Vomit.
Don't be so
You're welcome.
rude.
You're welcome. Giving you a treat for all that. So yeah,
With a
practical
spank bank.
magic.
Anyway, yeah.
That is my first pick. George,
Mhm.
what would you like to be your second pick?
So my second pick is it's another found footage film. Sorry about it. Pretends to be shocked. This one I actually was one of my picks for Nick that he watched a few months ago now. Because if everyone didn't know from last episode or the episode before, I don't know what it was, I stopped subscribing to his Patreon because I was like, and then so now I've had to resubscribe, all because I was like forced into it by his paying that he can't live without my £25
He
a
was
month.
offended.
Honestly,
He
really was.
offended.
I was like, bitch, I was like, yeah, but that's my pumpkin spice lattes for the month. Anyway, but it's Houses October Bill. I think it's called something else in some other places, but I think it's got another name. But Houses October Bill. I think have you seen it, David? I think you'd like it.
It's on my list actually.
Yeah, so I wouldn't give too much.
Because I know
but
I know the poster because it's like a bald bitch in a
Yeah.
mask with kind of hair strands coming out.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Listen, right, just talking about that, don't you fucking dare. Because yesterday on Jay's stream, when she was playing Cyberpunk, there was a hairstyle where the hair started here, and she went, "Oh my god, George!" And I was like,
She be dragging us
She
to
dragged- and then there was a bald person. She was like, "Oh, that's nearly all of the horror hour." And I anyway, it has got another name somewhere. But
I wasn't in that list, so
no,
that's
the
fine.
Houses
Yes,
October.
darling, you're thick,
The Houses
luscious.
October Bill
Yeah, I am.
is
Mm.
the story is actually something I'd love to do one year, like with these guys. Actually, it's about a group of people
I'll be
who
the judge of that.
who travel around the states during the,
The Houses of
spooky season.
Halloween.
That's it, House of Halloween. During spooky season, and trying to find the most extreme haunted house attraction
The devil is alive.
going. And so they go from like really like niche, like creepy ones to like, like Megan to like terrifying ones, and to trying to find the most. And on this way, this character that we see in the poster keeps popping up, and certain characters and they're like, and some of these haunts again a little bit too extreme. But it's
and then the second one is called The Blue Skeleton.
That's it. There's 3, I think, or they were going to make a third. I can't remember, but I was thinking, maybe I'll get Nick to watch the second one.
Is there a blue waffle?
I don't know,
No.
actually. I can't remember. I'll have to rewatch it.
Oh,
I've only really seen the first one fully through, but I really recommend it. It's great. Again, it's another similar to like Hell House in that sense that, it's surrounded like haunted house attractions. But this one's I feel has got a bit more of a human aspect, whereas Hell House is it's more like Haunt than Hell House.
Another perfect movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, but yeah, so I would definitely recommend Houses October Bill. Really good, lots of fun, and that was if anyone is subscribed to Nick's Patreon, that is where I clipped him, and he said, for a lot of George's quirks, he does know a lot about found footage. I have to take my hat off to him. And I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
It's my
Your
one
found
thing.
Footage. I'm 80s. Liam
Yeah.
is Gran Canary. Like we all have our
Liam's just
we all
here.
have-
Like I would say Liam's is like, but then you're quite like that. It's like you and Liam are quite like gay shit as well. Like,
oh yeah, we could. Yeah, if we did a trivia, like we would dominate. Like
gay trivia night in
Oh
Gran
my
Canaria.
God. Ooh, we will take home the not
The
condoms.
gold.
I mean, whatever they. I don't know what. Yeah,
Well,
they'll do
you'll
that
be
with
taking home something,
condoms.
some antibiotics. But yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
Houses October Bill, great film. Check it out. I think it's on Amazon. But yeah,
Oh
Thank
my god,
you.
we would have so
Thank
much
you.
fun in Gran. I'm telling you, we got a plan.
you could do it straight from London.
Oh
Like,
my
'cause it's
god.
only it's only a short flight from London.
Okay, but I want to. We got to go in the summertime because I'm planning on going
Oh
in the
God,
winter
that's
time.
summer.
It doesn't.
time.
It's because of where it is. It's summer year round.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I'll
Yeah.
bring my speedo.
That's why the Canary Islands are like where the UK people go during the winter for a holiday, because it's open year round. Because it's
Gotcha.
like you're going to be in the late teens, 20s, like throughout
I'm trying to
November.
work out that what it is for you, but
It was like
it's-
it was like
70s, 80s?
25.
Yeah,
It was like 25 Celsius when I was there. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
It was how much? It was how much?
25, about 25 Celsius.
which I think's in the 70s.
Oh,
for you.
77. Yeah, 77. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
And
comfortable,
that was in
actually. That's
that was
pretty
in
comfortable,
February. That was in February. And like it was still hot.
Also,
We're
I
still,
don't
like,
want to
walking around
know in the summertime. Probably being like in the 90s and shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Never mind. I'd rather go in the wintertime. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I felt like it's
Oh my David, your next pick, please.
Woo! Okay, so my next one is a documentary that I watch a lot. I've seen it so many times that I could actually like play out like a
Blackfish.
one-man show. It's not fish. Anyways, the it's called Killer Legends, and it's basically a story about like a group of people that go uncovering where the origin of urban legends came from. And there's a certain part of they do the candy, you know, the blades in the candy, you know, the Candyman situation with you know, and they do a lot of different other ones. But the one that shook me like to the point where I was like I couldn't sleep the first time I saw it was the babysitter with the inside, you know, the killer. So this one, okay, so the way that plays out, because it, you know, the voiceover is scary and the way it is shot is very dark and all that, but basically it
It's
talks
on
about
Prime.
Yeah, and I think it's free.
It's free on Prime.
Yeah. But there's one that they talk about the babysitter, and it was 1950 where a babysitter was being murdered. She was babysitting a baby, and she was calling she was calling the police, but the police at the time they couldn't track shit, so they was just like they were just hearing her get murdered. They were just hearing her scream to death, and when the mom was calling to check in on the baby, it would just be like beep beep. Meanwhile, she's getting fucking strangled to death, and she was basically raped and strangled with an ironing cord. And so they just found, and it is the darkest shit I had ever seen in my life, because it was like they show you the, you know, the body. I mean, they cover it up a little bit, but you see the body laid out on the carpet and all that stuff. The vibe, I guess, because also when they're driving, it feels like, depends where they are, it feels a little autumnish. So it just feels like the vibe is a little bit dark and creepy, but it's just like terrifying, because it's like the way they tell that story. It's just like another little. She was 13 years old also, and it was just dark. It is very dark, and this what I think Cropsy is another one that I mentioned a little. I think of the kids getting kidnapped or something. What if you're not for like a movie and you want to watch something like a Jason, that would be the perfect shit to watch, because it makes you feel uneasy. So it's just like very, and you're familiar with the urban legends mostly, so they dig into the origins of them, which is like so good. Oh,
I do enjoy
like,
shit
it just
like
made
that.
me like, it just gave me like a little bit of like, ugh, I don't like that.
Just thinking about
Freaks me out.
But is it an actual documentary or is it a mockumentary?
No, it's an actual documentary.
It's documentary.
Like they go visit the people that either related. They interviewed a friend of the girl that got murdered, and they were talking about how they babysat in the house. Something that was like pretty creepy was that the house was pretty far away from a lot of people, so it was a pretty solitude a little bit, so which made it even creepier, because she had nowhere to go, and it makes you think like, was she followed to the house? Was she being watched the whole night? Like, you know, leading up to that. So it makes you think like your brain just starts going into overdrive, because you're like thinking about certain shit.
No.
Oh my god, that shit.
No.
To this day, I can't imagine. I watched that shit. It was like in 2011 or some shit, and I still can't. Yeah. Whenever it gets to that part, I always have to like brace myself a little bit, because it gets dark. But it's so good. It's a really good documentary, in my opinion. So, yes.
I will add it to the list then, since it's on Prime.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Right. Well, for my next pick, I am going to go with a new one. I'm going to go with Nope.
Okay.
No.
So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to think of like good spooky season films that I think play well into not just like October or Halloween, but like the season as a whole. And I thought Nope played pretty well with autumn. Like, even though it's set in a desert, I think the aesthetic of the film is quite autumnal.
Well, for me, especially
Like the
after
colors.
when the house was bleeding,
Oof.
that whole sequence with the mist
Oh,
and everything, that does
yeah.
is really amazing, actually. So
Yeah. But like when you so when you go to like when they have like the panning shots of the mountains and stuff like that, it doesn't look like your typical, oh well, we're in the desert mountains. There's an autumnal vibe to it, I think. It doesn't seem like summer, it seems like autumn.
Right. You're fighting
That's how
for
it makes
it. Go
me
on.
feel.
Yeah.
No, that's how it makes, like, so when you're seeing like the shots in
You're like, and the like the
with Stephen
sand's
Yeun,
quite orange, similar to like orange.
obviously the sand's orange, dick. It just doesn't seem like a summer movie. It seems autumn. That's how it made me feel.
Certain parts do feel not as warm as
Yeah. It has
I know
like the muted palette.
Yeah.
When you go to the I can't remember what it is, but whatever that thing is that Stephen Yeun runs.
the stable, like the whole situation with the horses.
like
and
the-
all that
No,
stuff.
like
yeah.
the
theme
it's
park.
not
I
a
can't remember
theme
what it's called.
park,
Well,
like
it's like
Western World or
West-
whatever
yeah,
it was.
Westworld.
Yeah, the attraction.
The
attraction. Whenever you go to the attraction, the colors are all muted. It's like browns and oranges and like the suit that he wears. It's
I mean,
like
his
a
suit
muted
alone,
red
that would be a
and-
great fucking costume because
Mm.
it was so. Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god! The thing in the back. Oh, so good. Anyway,
I know,
yeah.
It's
really
very good. The woman in that had her face
Oh.
ripped off in the
Oh,
veil.
God, that opening. Jesus.
Jesus, I know. Yeah, it just, even though once you get to the crescendo where it turns into the big thing, it does turn
It looks like a
bit more.
ghost. Looks like a ghost in a sheet.
Yeah, it does.
Seems to trying to find things.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say it does brighten up the film and it does go a bit more summery. But I think the rest of the film is so autumnal.
I mean, a lot of it's
that-
at night as well in that film, to be fair.
Yeah,
so-
it's there's a lot of night shots. It's for me, the color palette alone keeps it in autumn.
But also, it's a creepy.
apart from the
fucking
end.
movie. I mean,
Yeah.
when they're getting swallowed up the
Oh,
yeah, I know that made me uncomfortable.
Familiar.
yeah.
Familiar
Well-
sounds though.
Well, no, because usually the guys fall feet first. They fall off
Okay.
feet first. So yeah. So that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
normally
never
they're
seen
going
it
the
go
other
in.
way from you. Yeah.
Yeah, I never see it come in. So
If you watch it in reverse, it is the story of David's sex life.
it's kind of
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
And my OnlyFans, they just tell me to rewind so I can see the guy disappear and all that stuff. So it's just
Yeah.
like, I get it. I get it.
Everything's in reverse.
And that would be the
Um,
name of that's what everyone would think when they're watching your OnlyFans is Nope. So
Or just make it disappear.
yeah.
So hateful. Oh my god, Emma. Anyways,
But yeah. So yeah, I'm going with Nope. I thought it was quite an inspired out of the box choice, and I'm fine with that.
stand by
Whatever the Baldy McGee over there thinks with his disapproving
Wow,
looks
I
and
never
Roman
come.
nose.
I never come for your look, so it's always harsh when when you come for things like that. It's fine.
No, you're never hateful. Never.
No, I mean at the end of the day, I may be
Mhm.
ugly, but my parents have got
Well,
money.
you've got a
so it's fine.
personality, so
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got a personality
it
though.
revolves around. Well, you've got a personality on TikTok, and that's all that matters these days.
True that. Oh no, it's gone
Oh
off.
my lord.
You've got a personality if you use somebody else's words.
It's the season to
Oh, I didn't know the library was open.
Oh my lord. Have
Oh
mercy.
no, he knows I'm playing.
Mm.
He's got hair in there somewhere. It's just hiding.
It's I've had it cut. Like I'll grow it out and we can see what it looks like. I'll grow it out. Because
But I
I'm not
feel
being
like
funny.
it would look better with a
Short hair.
like just a buzz.
Yeah, because
just-
like no offense
Yeah.
to Nick, by the way, but I watched Nick's driver's license direction the day, and he looked about 40. So like he looks a lot better now with without the shorter hair and without the facial. Sorry,
well, he has a bit when he's like trimmed, he has such a baby face.
yeah,
So it's like
Yeah.
yeah. I know what you mean.
but
I
he
know
was
what you
given like Charles Manson in that.
mean. I told him he was in his cult leader era.
Yeah.
When he had the full. That one I was like, yeah, it was creepy. It was creepy because I was like, I don't know, we're trying to recruit me or something. But yeah.
Sorry, Nick, that was just I didn't mean to come for you. Not here, you can't defend yourself. I'd never normally do that, but it was just I was getting attacked. I feel very attacked. pefect.
Just
Okay.
drag somebody
I'm
down with-
sorry.
Yeah.
What's your pick, darling? My beautiful baby.
I've got a couple, but I'm gonna go with
We can do
'cause-
honorable mentions at the end.
yeah.
so.
Well, I'll do this one then because this is like probably the most autumnal out of all of them. The rest I just kind of just give me that vibe. So this is Trick or Treat.
Oh, God.
Trying to
Yes.
differentiate it from Trick or Treat. I only watched this film actually within the last couple of maybe a few months ago. Maybe it was towards the end of last year though, because we did it for Patreon.
Like the trick or treat with the
Trick or Treat with Sam. Yeah, with the little.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd always seen. I think my mum bought me the DVD. I've got it at home somewhere, but I'd never actually watched it. And I'd seen obviously the face and the poster and things. But it won like one of our Patreon watch longs. And I was like, okay. And I have to say, I absolutely loved that film. I mean, obviously it's set around Halloween, so that Day Always Massacre makes it great. Just the vibes it gives you. But oh my god, Sam is like the cutest villain that's ever lived. Like I was like crying. I was like, I really want like a little, like I want like a 4 foot like a Chucky doll version of standing in at the corner of my room, and I want to just hug it every day. Like so.
Does Taka have plans of going to the UK?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well,
maybe,
yeah.
but if he does, I'd get my parents to pay for him to like just dress up and stand in the corner, like as Sam.
Or the kids on the bus. Or
Oh, those kids! I was talk about hating kids. That girl, I was like, bitch, with the fucking whatever she was, fairy or princess, she was too much.
Anyway, so
But yeah, absolutely love that film. The vibes are immaculate. The story and how it all folds together, and very like scary stories to tell in the dark essence. Like there's lots of
Yeah.
things that all come together in the end. Because I just thought, it's gonna be
that
one
was
story.
so cool how everything just like
came together in the end. And I was like, oh my god, the ending, so good.
No, the beginning.
Well, the beginning.
The beginning of that movie. Holy shit, that was so good.
It's
yeah.
Have you seen it, Liam?
Did when it first came out, but I can't really remember much about it.
I'd recommend watching it this season because it is.
It
really
was something.
good.
So I had wrote it down as like, oh, remember to rewatch this because I knew this season was coming up, and I was like, what's something that I haven't seen in a while that I probably should rewatch since I can't remember it, and that was one of the one.
Yeah,
I picked.
That movie makes you feel the vibe because the leaves are falling, everybody's just dressed up, and it just it's oh my god, it's the decorations and so good.
And it's got Anna Paquin in it, so everybody's
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah,
she's so good in that film. But yeah, so I had to mention it. It's so good, and yeah, it's definitely going to be on my.
Which one's your
autumnal-
favorite thing? Was it the werewolf? Was it the thing? Was it
The werewolf? Yeah, because I was like, that was like. I'm trying to think which one I did like the werewolf situation, but they were all just like. What are you laughing at?
nothing?
This is what happens. I like go off and then I don't look at the camera for 2 seconds, and then everyone else is laughing at me.
That's not laughing at you.
No, we're not
I
laughing.
was doing something. I did something with my hands, so David did something back. So I did something again, and then David just went.
Just normal.
I'm in such my own world. I never even know what's going on around me.
No, we love it. We love it. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'll have to give it again. I haven't watched it since I watched it that first time, but I just remember being in awe of Sam. So let me rewatch it in the next couple of days, and I'll come back to you on which is my favorite aspect of it. But
the one that creeped me out was the kids in the bus.
yeah, I mean that
Them
was
trying to get back on the elevator thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would creep me out. Because it was
gross.
the silence. It was just the mist, and it was just pitch black in the
Yeah.
distance, and then you don't know what the fuck. That
Okay,
should
no,
creep me the fuck
I
out.
don't like shit like that.
yeah.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, so Trick or Treat, and I believe there is rumors of there being a second one coming, but I don't know if I mean they always say
There's
sequels.
I was going to say there's been a rumor of a sequel for years now, hasn't there?
So
I let it be. Let it just sit on its own.
Yeah, I mean, it's
for
still-
once,
Yeah.
people.
beautiful. So otherwise you end up like these fucking films like Halloween, and it's like so many shit films. Anyway,
Not this.
happy festive season.
Jesus.
Oh,
Thank you.
God, my blood pressure's back up.
Love you.
Take take your foot off Halloween's neck.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
Lord, have mercy. Anyways.
David, it is time for you to distract from the monstrosity that was the Halloween slander. And give us your final pick.
Halloween Kills is no, I'm joking. But honestly, this is a recent favorite of mine. The vibe that it sets is everything for me. The House of the Devil is the entire like late 70s, early 80s vibe that it gives me. The outfit she's wearing, the hairstyle, the house. It just makes you feel like you just want to like carve a pumpkin and shit. It is so good. And then of course, it has like the creepiness of it. It's just like
I haven't watched that one.
Oh, you have
it's good.
It's a creepy, it's unsettling. And then you have the wife that's kind of gives me like a little bit of the bride from Insidious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
Greta Gerwig's in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oof.
Well,
Anyway, stick to behind the camera.
Oh, you see, I wasn't gonna go there. I was talking about something else, but anyways.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh shit, never mind. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. The whole vibe is just like really creepy and dark. Like because it starts off, I feel like this is a perfect movie to trick somebody into watching. Because you can, if somebody's like, I can't really do horror, I don't do like, and I'm like, oh no, it's fine, don't worry. But it's a vibe, it's the Halloween vibe. Because then by the time it gets to the shit, it's too late to turn back. So you just got to sit through the rest. Because when that shit turns, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, because I didn't know where the movie was going. I thought it was going to be like home invasion. I don't know it was going to be like a cult. I don't know it was going to be like a sacrifice. I don't know what the fuck like the movie was going until somebody gets, head. So, so it's just, and her walking through the house. Oh, she's listening to music and then she's just like going up the thing. And the part where she's like going to go into the room and then she sees. It is so good. Liam, you really have to watch this movie. It is so good. And
I will add it to the list.
The acting is great. The ending is so up. The ending made me so like,
I'll do it right
like
now.
what the like it's just like, but yeah, great movie to watch in the fall. Like I feel like it would be like the perfect ending to like a movie night. Like if you're gonna watch it during the Halloween, like that would be like a cool movie to end it on because it's such a sad, like a dark note. I'd be like, that would be perfect. Like you can start off with Hocus Pocus and then go your way to House of the Devil.
Get darker as the days go on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that.
And end with 130 days of Sodom.
Wait a minute, are you trying to get me horny? Or
sorry. Well, that's how you got to end. You got to end with a big explosion on Halloween night.
That'll be so hot though. Like you're watching movies with somebody and you just end up the movie's still playing in the.
I did that with Hell House. Because for a long time, I made all my tricks come over and I was like, we can do it, but you need to watch this film.
Oh my God. Well, I feel like if you're the bottom, I feel like you're getting fucked away and you're just like watching and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be kind of hot.
I mean, we've all done it.
Bottom.
Who hasn't bent over and read a copy of Women's Own while they're...
You're right. But yeah, it'll be like a fantasy, just like, the movie.
I want to do like gaming, like as in like anyway. Excuse me? That's for the after hours.
Oh, game. Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, I want like a gamer boyfriend who's just like skinny and
so you can suck him.
Yeah. Anyway, and he's got his headphone on. Anyway, the mic's on. Jay's on the other side, like George. We've been really.
Oh, I mean, that is a kind of not the skinny looking like he's dying part, but yeah, that would be kind of hot. I mean, your taste, for God's sake, anyways.
Sorry,
but yeah, no, I get it. But we kind of like what we don't have, so I kind of get it.
Skinny and long hair. How dare you? You stole my childhood. Listen, I don't need to be reminded because I tell you what came up on my bloody
oh my God, I'm sweating. Hold up.
This is what came up from how many years ago today, and I was like, do I need to be reminded of this? What was it, 7 years ago today? I was like, wow, they really Look at the hair. Look at the hair line.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Stress.
Wait a minute.
That's what I used to look like, David.
I mean, you could get a good lace front.
I would love, like, I was looking at ones like someone.
There's some really great lace fronts actually that would look really good.
Guys, if you own a club together on the Horror Hour and buy me a
one
nice
of the
lace
guys.
front.
Oh,
You can
what's
just
his name?
get
You
the
know
ones that glue them down.
No, I
you know
don't.
the House of Avalon from Gigi and
Yeah.
There's the one of the guys, Marco, I think is his name. Bald, but he only wears wigs, like good lace fronts, and that shit looks. It wasn't until they mentioned that he only wears wigs. I didn't fucking know that he wore wigs. The best lace front I've ever seen on a man. Like you would think
You
that
can
was
get-
like from his
you-
scalp.
Have
I know
not
you
seen
can.
them
I
ones
know
where
you
they,
can
like,
get the glue ones
where
where
they,
they
like,
just
cut-
do the
where they-
top.
where they like shave here
Yeah.
and then they glue a lace front that literally just goes like here.
Well,
and
I've
then
seen
round
the
there,
I've
and then they
seen
blend
I've
it
seen
into
the
your
one
hair.
where they do the I've just seen the top one where they do the installation because one of my friends got one and I think it was like whatever 600 quid and it lasts like 6 months and then you get it like another one put on. So it's not bad, but don't know. We'll
But
see.
no, so it's 600 quid. The one that's what you pay up front, and then that one gets washed, and then you go put it back on.
Play with it.
It lasts about 2-3 years.
Oh damn.
You just have to wash the lace.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the guy because there's just some guys that I just look so good bald. I love a bald man. I do love a bald. Oh,
I think I like
Bryce
if
sits
if
in
I
the
like
mirror, well,
not me, but there's some guys that I just that looks so good. That just want to rub it. Anyway, but yeah.
How's the devil?
yeah. So, thank
Yes.
you for your last pick.
Speaking of hustle, there is a wig reveal in the movie actually, so there you go.
Oh yeah. See, it all comes back around.
Full circle. So I what do I want to do for my last one? I'm gonna go with this one since we don't mention this a lot on the channel, and I think we mention the other one a lot more since David's always terrified of home invasions. So I'm gonna go with Ready or Not.
Okay, yeah.
That is a fun one. Yeah.
It is a fun one. I think it's such a fun film. And the house just gives us like spooky season down. It's ornate. It's all the like mahogany.
Candles and-
Yeah, the candles, the wood carvings.
Oak. Yeah, just things like that.
Yes. The grandeur of it all.
Yeah. Opulence,
running-
darling, opulence. Yeah.
She owns everything.
Nothing. Oh, sorry.
we're not talking about George.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
His parents own everything.
Yeah.
They own the will.
Hey, go ahead.
That's why he talks about it so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just obviously the atmosphere that the Ready or Not gives you, like it starts off so hopeful and bright and cheery, and then like dun dun dun, shit got gaggy, and then like you're running through the forest and
the humor stays throughout, so it's like a fun.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it stays funny, and it's got such a good cast,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
like Samara Weaving and Adam Brody just steal the show.
And the
But,
cast they weren't afraid to kill, unlike in some other films. But
Comment.
You are absolutely
Um,
right. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That's I wake up like pissed off, like ready to swing.
yeah,
I still get mad. Like I still get mad.
somebody told me to shut today on Twitter because I'd posted about it. Right.
Make it off.
Sorry,
don't
ready or
know.
not? Ready or not? Here I come.
I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
Scream 1 to 4 didn't kill anyone off. So sorry, they did it once and then everyone hated them, so they didn't do it again.
Oh,
At least they didn't like reuse killer's motives. So
Madam,
I remember who. Oh wait,
this is not your
What?
moment.
was it you that
it wasn't
posted
their moment.
the whole what's
The
his name?
whole.
Twink? Well,
Yeah, that was me
we-
posted it saying it's when this is when it says like the gasp
When
in
they
the
gave up,
cinema
was it?
and I said this was the moment that solidified the writers had given up.
I was like, ooh. I mean,
That's when someone was
I
like,
didn't-
kind of,
I mean, in the words of of Raj O'Hara, I ain't gagging. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Anyway.
I was gagged for the 3 seconds when there was 3 of them, and I was like, oh my god, finally they've done 3. Yeah. And then when I was who it was, I was like, well, that's got down like a lead balloon.
I got more with Quinn, but anyway.
Literally, I said it was them 3 from the trailers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm slow, so I don't.
So,
but I was really hoping it wasn't.
It did not come as a gag. Like it didn't. I didn't see it as a bad thing. I was like, from the trailers, I knew it was them, so I didn't go in expecting anything different.
I know we're not talking about it at the moment, but like Scream 4, like still, and probably Scream 3 because he was dead.
Yeah,
those 2 still the most like moments for me, and then maybe Mrs. Loomis, but she wasn't in it enough to be like shocking. Anyway, sorry, we've gone on to Scream. Ready or Not? I'm sorry.
So yeah, Ready or Not.
That's for the actors.
It just gives atmosphere. It gives rich.
Yes.
You feel
it's similar to what's the other? You're Next.
You're
Next. Also another one that is really like those 2 movies. If you watch it back to back, it'll be a good time. Yeah. Yeah.
And just the ridiculousness of the end of Ready or Not. Like, I think the first time I watched it, I was just saying, oh, they've done it all. Oh,
I think I reacted to it on my channel, actually.
You did, Gail?
Yeah.
I don't
know.
But it was on like, that was like one of the first things I ever did.
You don't need to pretend that you ever watched anything on his channel. It's fine.
No, I've seen some of this stuff. I saw that. I you know what?
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
The collabs you did with that girl.
With Jess.
I did see those. I did see those.
Thanks,
I
babe.
did see those. Yes,
you collaborated with some of the most brilliant people in the world, and LaToya Jackson.
Yeah.
Her laugh.
Yeah.
There
you go. I guess you got 3.15 views. There you go, guys. If anyone wants to watch it. It's called Horror Movie Buff Watches Ready or Not for the first time movie reaction. Anyway.
And did you see in the background that IKEA unit still going strong?
Still going strong 2 years ago.
I'm done. Oh my god.
It's because this isn't my furniture. I can't take it out of someone else's house. Anyway, Ready or Not.
So Ready or Not. Here I come. You can hide.
And also shout out to Andy McDowell's ponytail.
Oh my god. Andy McDowell
and the makeup artist. Oh,
fabulous in that
bitch
movie.
But like I want to throw up when she showed up. When I first saw that ponytail was that bitch was in Africa. That ponytail, like it was. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. But yes, if you haven't seen it, get on it. It's so good, so good. So that is my final pick. George, do you have any honorable mentions?
I did have a couple, just really quickly. So ones that, The Craft. The original.
Thank you.
Just so good. You don't even exist to me. I mean, she's fucking amazing, like so outstanding in that role.
You're
I mean, all
witch. Oh my god, you know what? There's just people that are born to play a certain role, and they're just like she is one of those people that just can't.
Like
you just can't.
It's just like perfection.
It's wild that she went from playing Dorothy Gale to that.
She just
did both so well.
Did both so well. Like, and when she, I'd also just, she's fantastic. All of them fantastic. But when Nev walks in after her transformation, and she's like, "Sorry," I'm like, I was like,
like with estrogen. Bitch.
Oh my god, with the tight white top and the short like dress, and she's like. And it's so good, like how she becomes like so much more like confident, like with the magic. Whereas it's just such a great film. So if you haven't seen it, please watch it. Just don't watch the new one; it's crap. And then the other 2, I've got.
Watch the new one if you want. Don't listen to him. Watch whatever you want. It's your
whatever
season.
You want. No.
Well, I mean, before going to bed, it'll help you.
Yeah, fall asleep. Next one, I know we're like not supposed to talk about it, but Rosemary's Baby. I love it. I don't care. I'm not like whatever. Like his wife died. What more do you want? Like he got his comeuppance. Like
the movie is. I mean, you can't deny the movie is.
The movie is ultra fantastic, and it's so. And I love the book, and it is so similar to the book. Like I was like, kudos to the whole team for making this like so accurate of an adaptation. So good. And Mia Farrow is just. The pixie cut and the outfit, and then like Liam and David coming in from next door with the pie, and like. Just so beautiful. And then me, the young one downstairs with the
who said that?
Oh my god, David, you'll probably not remember this. Did you watch the season of America's Next Top Model with Stephen Amell's wife, where she was a beauty pageant with long hair that went like right down to her arse?
I've seen the clip.
And Tyra Banks cut it off into a pixie cut. She was like, "You're getting a Mia Farrow pixie cut," and then she cried and eliminated
cried.
herself.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't remember what I
After
do
she
seen
cut
that
her
on
hair off,
TikTok,
though.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
fucking shady shit. That is, you know, the one that I do remember is the one with the big eyes, the big doe eyes. You remember her?
Alison.
Alice. I was ready for this bit. You would have thought that she was my cousin because I was like, she needs to win. And then when she came back for All Stars, and I was like, oh my god,
I was the same.
oh my god, I've never seen somebody like that because she looked like a drawing, like kind of like, you remember when Kim Petras did the whole Halloween thing and she's like had those like animated, like over the exaggerated.
Yeah.
She gave me that vibe, and I was like, oh my god, I found my soulmate. Oh.
Like,
And then when she
I
did
was
that
just
music
watching that
video
All
with-
Star seasons, and I was like, well, clearly it's either between Angelique or Alison for the win. Didn't even contemplate Lisa.
Never.
Somehow
No.
Lisa won. Well, to be fair, it was after Angelique won and then got disqualified.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, but Alison, oh my gosh, I think about her sometimes and I'll just be like, damn, she should have won. But anyways,
Yeah,
she's fabulous.
twice. She missed out twice. Disgraceful.
Yeah, that's stupid. Anyway,
Yeah.
Terrible.
Any more, George?
But yeah, originally, and last one was Candyman, because like it's like
Yep.
and the most over the last few years, it's almost like I feel like Helen. Like when I think about that film, I feel like her in that parking lot. Like when the music plays, I'm like that. Like I feel like I'm like I fall in love with the movie so much, like more as I've gotten older. Like I didn't really appreciate it when I was younger, but now I'm like, this is like just one of the most, and just Tony Todd. Oh my god, it's just so good. So yeah, that was my
just
last
let
one.
your black
Edible.
friend get murdered.
Well, my hair burnt off in a fire too, so you know I look like Helen at the end. So
That would be a
So,
great
David-
costume, though. Oh my god, her at the ending.
oh.
Oh, that would be such a great costume.
What did she
Ooh.
say? What's the matter? What's the matter, Jerry? Scared
Yeah.
or something?
And
Also,
then
and the noise.
strobe lights, and it's just
yeah. Oh,
ugh,
so good. Anyway,
so
but yeah,
good. Anyway, yeah.
that was my last. Yeah, shouts.
David, do you have any special recommendations or whatever I said?
No, I want to send them for next year so I can have something to say.
No, next year we're gonna
Hey!
change it up to something, because we've done adult. Now we'll have to do like teenage.
Teens or something. I don't fucking know. Something nasty. I mean, I don't know. Something to please the master.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So for mine quick ones, I'm just gonna go Doctor Sleep, because
Oh.
I slept on that movie and I did not watch it, and I regretted it when I did end up watching it, because I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. Then I'm gonna go with Ginger Snaps.
Our reaction coming out. No, because our reaction is
Yeah,
next
it's coming
year.
out.
Oh
so-
yay!
I God bless him for editing that video, because we were like two kids in the back of the class just like watch. It was so messy. Oh my god. But anyways, moving on.
And then the one that I was going to mention but didn't, because I think we've mentioned it enough, The Strangers. Plaid. Like, everyone's in plaid. Amazing.
Very good.
So yes, there is our recommendations for this spooky season. Please do feel free to comment down below and tell us what you would recommend for this spooky season. See if there's anything that we might have not watched, which is very
Probably.
possible when me and George are in the room.
Yeah.
You're right.
So thank you for watching today. Please do, as I said, comment down below. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. We do have lots of extra content. We do have a special series coming out throughout October as well on a Sunday, a special YouTubers quiz.
I think the first one will have come out by the time this episode comes out, because it's coming out on the
Yes,
5th.
it
so, yeah.
will have. So episode 1 is up. If you do like it, you can stick around and watch episode 2. They will be out every Sunday throughout. So if you want to go over to Reddit and
Find out who won
yeah.
Lost
The
train of thought.
the top 4.
Oh,
Where was it? Yeah, you can also interact with us on our socials, which is at the Horror Hour TV. We do have a Patreon, which is linked down below, where we do extra content for you, and after hours live streams where we can chat and whatnot. So thank you for joining today. Goodbye.
I should do a pit stop. Be like, is this
Oh
the
my
top 4 that you thought? No, no.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Oh,
Bye,
Oh.
everyone.
bye.
Welcome to the Horror Hour.
I see dead people.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Get you.
You are going to die for me. Here's Johnny. It's all for you.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.